the 3 p.m. Takeover, Radio Northern Beach's only drive-home show.
Keep it right here for a whole hour of fresh hits and entertainment for your Wednesday afternoon.
Here we go.
Hit it. Welcome to the 3 p.m. Takeover. This is Hope and Victoria. You're listening to Radio Northern Beaches, and that was Adele, My Same. It's a pretty old song now. That's a good one.
The lyrics are a bit weird, though. So when it's like...
Her 19 album just was a bit weird.
Like, I guess it's kind of like Lorde. I love Lorde, but her lyrics never make sense. Like that song from Adele, she's like, I like to sit on chairs and you prefer the floor. I'm like, why is this like the main lyric in your song?
Like, why is it necessary to tell that in the story of your song? It's really odd.
Yeah, but I love
life
her all
differences
the same.
with your partner. If you don't both prefer the couch, you're not meant to be together.
Incompatible.
Clearly. But anyway, stick around. We have a really, really cool show coming up today. I'm so excited, especially... stay around towards the end of the show. We're going to have our Beauty and the Beast review. As you know, we went to see it at United Cinemas in Warriewood last week.
It was great.
And it was really, really great. But
like we're
not telling you anymore.
We'll give our full review, but I will preface by saying it was better than I expected it to be.
Oh, there we go.
So hopefully that's a little teaser and you guys will stay tuned for the full review.
Because it is not coming up until like the last quarter of our show. So
yeah.
Have to listen.
Got to keep you guys waiting and wanting.
But anyway, before we get to that, I was going to, kick us off with like the weirdest thing ever, which is not that unusual in itself.
Okay.
But anyway, only because this happened a really long time ago, but I only just found out about it. And I can't decide if I was amused or really grossed out. So.
Okay, I am so intrigued. I have no idea where this story is going.
Okay, so you probably haven't heard of Walter Frederick Morrison.
I haven't.
But
he is written on my run sheet and I'm reading the rest of the sentence with it and I'm like, I actually have no idea what's going to happen right now because I have not heard of him.
Well, there we go. So he is the person that invented the Frisbee.
Have you seen Back to the Future 3? Because I'm pretty sure we'll find that they hypothetically invent the Frisbee when he throws a pie tin.
Well, wrong.
No, I'm pretty sure that's factual. I'm pretty sure that is absolute fact. Wild West, Marty McFly throws an old pie tin and it has the word Frisbee pies in it.
Well, it actually did start in pretty much the same way.
That's really cool.
So
I did not know that. I assumed the Frisbee would be the person's last name who invented it.
Yeah, no, it's not. It was like Back to the Future, it was the brand on some sort of tin that he threw to his wife and it happened to stay like quite airborne like Frisbees do.
Oh, cool.
So anyway, he decided to invent the Frisbee. This was in like the 1930s and he did, and it was called the Frisbee.
Where is he from? Is he American?
He's from the US, yes.
Okay.
But the point of this story was he lived a really long time. He passed away in 2010 and he was in his 90s.
Whoa.
But
That's so cool. I didn't know that.
get this. When he died, his ashes were made into a Frisbee.
No, that's amazing.
And the Frisbee was like given to his grandchildren.
Oh, that's creepy.
Isn't that weird?
You'd be like...
I'm so not okay with that.
But like, what if they're just playing outside one day and they throw it? It's like, grandpa's on the roof. Because you like throw it and it lands on the roof.
Yeah, I get
and you can't get it down.
But that just...
It's a nice gesture, but I'm like, it's slightly odd.
So it popped up because it's 80 years since the Frisbee was invented.
Wow.
This week. I don't know. If you invented the Frisbee, do you think you'd have had your ashes made into a Frisbee?
Well, I guess if he didn't invent anything else, if that's the best thing he did, you'd want the best. I'm like, everyone knows what a Frisbee is, so sure.
I know, it's
why
like
not?
pretty good invention, right? Like everybody knows what it is. It just like in a non-gruesome way, you can get all sorts of random stuff like made from ashes these days. I was reading online that you can
the pet diamonds.
Oh, what's that?
Like if your pet passes away and they're cremated, you can get their ashes compressed and made into a diamond. You can do it for people as well, but
Weird.
I think it's more popular for pets. And then you can like wear them.
That is so creepy.
I think it's kind of nice.
Oh, it creeps me out. I know that you can get people's ashes can be made into a ring that you can then wear.
Oh, see, I think it's kind of nice.
I think it's super creepy.
No, it's not. It's better than like with pets when people do like the taxidermy thing. It's like, now my pet's with me forever. I'm like, no, that's weird.
Taxidermy is horrible. I could not do that.
The only thing taxidermy should ever be used for is for like museums.
Yeah, like art or something. But
No. Art, weird. Museums. I mean, like, this is what this animal looked like. Wow, we've killed all the dodos. At least we have one and stuffed in a museum. Yeah.
But look, if somebody dies, you can buy a ring and be like, this ring reminds me of them. It doesn't need to be made of them. That just gives me the creeps. I can't deal. But anyway, if you thought that was weird, if you're a fan of turning ashes into jewelry,
Ashes to ashes, gold to gold.
Let us know because we're a little bit creeped out. But anyway, here comes your brand new Ed Sheeran song of the week, which I know you've been waiting for because we are playing a new song from his album Divide every single week. Which one is this? Tell us about it because you're the Ed Sheeran genius.
Okay, I am the Ed Sheeran expert, the Ed Spurt.
The Ed Spurt.
Ed Spurt. This is Galway Girl. It is very kind of like Celtic and Irish. It's a bit fun. If you need to get up and literally do a jig to this song, I will not judge you because I will be as well. Enjoy.
Galway is an island, right? It is, yeah.
I believe so.
Yes.
Yes.
We'll go with that.
Enjoy. Welcome back to the 3 p.m. takeover. That was Galway Girl by Ed Sheeran. I love like every song on the new album, and that one's a pretty good one. You got to admit, it's like it's kind of dancey. It's very like Irish.
It is. It's
Yeah.
quite cool. So I just have a question. Because his album is called Divide and it has like the math symbol on the front, does he have like the other symbols? Does he have like plus and minus?
Yeah.
So his albums are called that?
No, the first one is plus. Oh god. Yeah.
The orange one?
Yeah, and then multiply was the green one, which was the second one.
So what's missing? Minus.
He could do minus. He could do square root.
No, but
he
like
could do
out of the main
to the
four,
power
I
of.
mean. Out of the main four.
Yes.
So we're waiting for minus, which will
Because
be a different color. Again.
When he reveals, like sometimes he reveals like just the symbol, and everyone was like with multiply, everyone was like maybe it's times, but it ended up being multiply.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Times. Sounds stupid.
Well, he said plus.
Yeah, like I wonder if it'll be minus or it'll be takeaway.
Or
Takeaway,
subtract.
Subtract.
That's the thing is that.
Subtract sounds best.
But I think, is it him or Adele that believe in trilogies? Maybe it's Adele because she's not doing any more numbers. I think it's Adele. who
Oh,
said
really?
that. Yeah, she always only wanted to do 3. And I can't remember whether Ed Sheeran said that as well, whether he was like, after this, I'm doing no more numbers, I'm going to rename them. But I feel like it was Adele who said she does trilogies.
I don't know. That's weird.
I clearly listen to too many interviews and read too many things about different artists that they all mix up. And I can't remember.
But
Anyway, steering very far away from England,
I
let's
have a
come
different
back
story.
home. We've come back to Australia.
yes, because I read something this week that blew my mind and I was really sad about it. Apparently, Melbourne is on track to be a bigger deal than Sydney by 2037. And that's not that far away. We'll be like in our 40s.
What? Do they have the Opera House or the Harbour Bridge? No, they can just
I know. Coming from Sydney, no, Melbourne cannot be a bigger deal.
all they have is Broadway. Isn't that all that they do well is they get all the Broadway shows first?
Yes,
That's all I think about for Melbourne.
that's it.
A good Broadway show will come out and I go, oh, I have to go to Melbourne to see it.
But basically, like, so at the moment, Sydney's obviously much bigger. Sydney has nearly 8 million people. Melbourne only has 4.5. So Sydney's like kind of double Melbourne population-wise at the moment. But it seems that lack of housing in New South Wales means that people are all moving to Melbourne. Like Victoria has the highest emigration rate of all the all the Australian states for other Australians.
So does that mean that
yeah.
we'll actually be able to afford a house in Sydney when we're in our 40s?
Yeah, maybe.
Because everyone will have moved?
Yeah, because our economic growth is going to go down. Melbourne's going to overtake us. And so by 2020, New South Wales will be on a downward spiral because we're going to have the highest aging population of all the states. They're going to have the worst housing affordability, the lowest level of immigration, and the lowest level of workers.
Melbourne's starting to sound real good.
Our economic productivity is going to go really far down. All those people, it seems, are going to go to Melbourne because, as we all know, Melbourne is second best. So everyone's going to go there. And by 2037, Melbourne's going to have 6 million people. And by 2056, they're going to have completely overtaken Sydney.
Oh, wow.
In everything, like economic growth, people, everything.
Except they're not going to be able to move the Opera House.
No.
We can keep that.
But isn't that so crazy? I can't imagine somewhere being the biggest deal in Australia that's not Sydney. Like, it's all about Sydney, right?
Does that mean by 2056? Mm-hmm. Does that mean by then Americans will actually be able to pronounce Melbourne?
I know. I hope so.
Because like we've never really had an issue with Sydney, but they always mispronounce Melbourne and Darwin and all those other places.
I guess because Sydney, like there's a Sydney in so many countries and Sydney's a name.
Oh yeah.
So you can't get it
I
too
never
wrong.
thought about it for that reason. There's a Sydney in Canada, isn't there?
There's Sydney everywhere.
Yeah.
And and it being a name that's used everywhere too.
Yeah.
I guess people
Okay,
don't
that
get
makes
as
sense.
confused. But yeah, I find that a bit sad because being from Sydney, it's all about Sydney.
I guess, but it's not happening for such a long time that my brain is not even like bothered by it.
Yet. Or wait until you're older.
True. But like Melbourne has its merits.
It does. But it surprises me that they've actually been able to chart to an exact year when that will happen.
Yeah, that's very
really
specific.
impressive. But apparently they've been analysing data for like 15 to 20 years and they can just like predicting from current patterns.
Oh, wow. Are there very good unis down in Melbourne? Because I feel like Sydney has like 2 or 3 of the best.
Well, Melbourne's the best uni in the country.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Or has been for like ever.
Oh, wow.
It's always been just slightly ahead of Sydney.
Is it like Victoria University or is it
University of Melbourne?
University of Melbourne. Okay.
So it's the equivalent of Sydney. It's Sydney's like sister uni, but it's slightly better. So Melbourne's the best and then Sydney. And Monash is like the 4th best in the country.
Oh, yeah. I always forget that Monash is in Victoria.
Yeah, Melbourne and Monash.
Because it's not named off the city or state. My brain like kind of forgets where it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. But I don't want Melbourne to be better than Sydney.
It's not going to happen for like 30 years.
I'm still sad that it's a possibility.
It may not happen. And in any case, if you want to stay in Sydney, it sounds like house prices are actually going to become affordable in 30 years, but still something to look forward to.
Yes, for people much younger than we are.
Yeah.
But still, there we go. I thought that was interesting. That was my little quip of the week.
I hadn't heard that.
Geography-wise.
It's exciting. Good to know.
It'll be good if they build that bullet train between Sydney and Melbourne because then like I can live in Sydney but work in Melbourne and get all the money.
Wasn't that like a joke in a TV show?
No, it's real.
Oh. No, they have issues. There's like a mountain range in between.
Yeah, they're building the train from Brisbane to Melbourne, but it like obviously goes via Sydney.
Oh.
I just don't know when that's going to happen.
That'd be kind of handy. But it wouldn't cut that much time. It still takes a very long time to get to Melbourne.
Yeah, but it's a bullet train. It's going to take like not that long.
It would still take a few hours.
Yeah, but it takes like 3 hours as opposed to like 14.
So you'd want to live in Sydney and work in Melbourne, have to like catch the 6 a.m. train to get to work?
No, because you'd like go and you'd stay for a few days and you'd like come back.
Oh my gosh, that's so much effort.
It is. It's crazy. But anyway, if you're from Melbourne, we're really sorry. But, like Sydney is better. We have to say that.
We have to.
Legal reasons. No,
Yeah.
we just have to. We say that anyway.
We're biased.
So we are biased.
Flat out say it. I'm biased. I like Sydney more. But to be fair, I've only been to Melbourne like twice.
I've been to Melbourne plenty of
I like
times and
their
I love it,
trams.
but I'm from Sydney.
I wish we had the trams. The trams are a lot of fun.
Oh, that noise they make is
Which
so
Sydney is
annoying.
like, we have light rail. It's kind of the same thing. Like, no, it's not.
I couldn't deal with the ding ding all the time. Like
That's
once I've been in
true.
Melbourne for a while, I'm sick of it. So I don't think I could live with it permanently.
That's very true, actually.
That's the thing. Okay, coming up now, we have a song that I really love. Everybody knows it. Everybody loves it. So enjoy. This is Simple Plan and stay tuned. We're going to be back right after this. Welcome back. Simple Plan. This is Radio Northern Beaches. You're listening to Hope in Victoria with their Takeover. And love that song.
It's very throwback.
So throwback, but in a good way.
It reminds me of So Fresh CDs that you used to like get at parties and...
Bless. Okay, now, something happened to me on the weekend and I felt a bit sad. So I'm going to talk about it. Okay, so
What happened?
I was at the gym and I was going to one of my favorite classes and I was in a really good mood. It was on Saturday. And I was wearing like a really nice, well, I think it's nice, hot pink gym top.
Yeah.
And then after my class, the instructor came up to like chat to me. She's really nice. And then she was like, that's a really bright top. And then she just kind of walked off and I felt a bit sad because I was feeling really happy and positive in my bright pink top. And I feel like she was kind of saying that she didn't like it and it made me sad. So it got me thinking about...
That is like none of her business. Where is she?
know.
I would say I'll go beat her up, but it sounds like she could beat me up because she's an instructor at a gym.
Yeah, it's true. But it got me thinking about the psychology of colours. So I looked more into it and it's used more than we think in everyday life. So I'm going to chat about it.
I looked a bit into the emotive responses of colours when I was studying design.
Yeah.
So I know a little bit about it, but I haven't really looked into it much. So I'll be interested to hear some more facts about some of my favourite colours.
You will. What's your favourite colour? I don't think I know.
Look, it jumps. I think at the moment it's kind of like that pinky plum maroon.
Oh, you're like someone that changes colour.
Yeah, of course.
Like a mood ring.
For a while it was navy blue, which is kind of boring.
School uniform. This reminds me of uniform.
No, it's because like I'm actually wearing at the moment my most comfy jeans are a navy blue color.
Oh yeah.
So like when I think of navy blue, I think of the jeans and I associate it with like being comfortable and happy.
Well, I guess it's a good thing. But anyway.
Yeah. So tell me why I love navy blue. Tell me about
Well,
colors.
I was going to say, obviously, as we know, like colors are used a lot, like in stores, they'll decorate using certain colors to evoke emotions in people so that they'll come into the store, and in certain movies, in movies, characters' clothing often centers around like a particular set of colors. Like even though in real life people wear all sorts of different colors, in movies you'll notice characters often stick within one range of color. You know, so blue is often the color of the main character in the movie because they're unsure or they don't have much confidence or like they've got a story to go on, which is why they're the main character. And then you have like the person that wears orange and brown who's like friendly and earthly and homey and kind of trusty. And then, you know, you've got the people just in red that are obviously really confident and that kind of thing.
Do you watch Riverdale?
No.
Because those characters really, really, if you guys are listening to this and not sure if you can kind of pick it in your head, look at from Riverdale because their characters really strongly sit within a color scheme. Like so like there's one character who like is always wearing red, another character who is always wearing like a pink or like a cream, like, or there's another one who only always wears like a dark purple or black. Like they have really strong color schemes, and it works because like that style of show they need to be quite clear and strong with their like colors.
I think that's actually very common in a lot of movies, but people just don't actually notice.
Oh, this one,
so maybe have a look next time
you
watch
can notice.
something.
Yeah, you'll see it once you start looking for it. You'll see it.
Yeah. But a Bustle report that I read said that almost everybody has a favorite color, and even if you don't think that you have one, you're probably still naturally drawn to a color more than any other color. You
What's
haven't figured it out.
yours? Is it pink? Yeah.
Yeah. My favorite color is pink. My favorite color was blue until I was about 10, and then since I've been 10, it's been pink.
Mine
competition.
was purple when I was like tween age, high school age, and then I kind of didn't really have a favorite color for a while. Like I like lots of different colors, and I think I've liked maroon for ages.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
But the most popular color in the world to like statistically is blue. And it's certainly the most popular color for men anywhere in the world to wear. Women, on the other hand, mostly prefer to wear black. And statistically, black is the favorite color for most women in the world.
It is slimming.
It's very interesting that the least favorite color in the world statistically is yellow, which happens to be my least favorite color.
I don't find that surprising at all. I think it's because yellow is one of the hardest colors to wear.
Yeah, I never associate colors with what I wear. Because like there's colors that I love that I would never wear. I rarely wear pink, but I love it.
But you will wear elements of pink, like you'll have pink accessories or something.
Oh yeah,
and that's part of what you wear.
Yeah, I suppose. I
think it has to do with like I like yellow, but I know I can't wear it, so it's kind of makes me like it a little bit less. I don't know.
What they have worked out, which is really interesting, is that a majority of people as they get older start to dislike orange, even if they didn't when they were younger.
Start to dislike it. Oh,
which is true. Like
how odd.
I used to quite like orange as a child. I hate orange now. But apparently that happens statistically to a lot of people. You start to shun orange as you get older.
I don't know if I have any strong opinions towards orange.
Just whether you like it as a colour. But anyway,
I'll look at some orange things this week and let you guys know next week.
Yeah, that's my little spiel. So now I'm going to talk about a couple of colours. Sorry if your favourite colour is not in this list. But this, according to the same report, is kind of the person that you're like, depending on your favourite colour.
Oh, okay. This is exciting.
So here we go.
It's like a personality test.
It is. Personality test. So blue. Okay. So blue is cool and calm, and it's often associated with feelings of serenity, and people who love it are often like peaceful and tranquil, and they're reliable and they're easy to get along with, and they're often a little bit unsure about things, but on the whole, they're just very nice and chill. So if your favourite colour is blue, apparently you're going to be like that.
Cool.
That's why it is. Okay, red. So I thought this was really cool. Both genders are more attracted to a person in red than any other colour.
I've heard that guys are more attracted to women who wear red.
Well, apparently it works in reverse.
I didn't know it worked in reverse. That's really
It does.
cool.
And scientists haven't actually been able to prove why, but they think it's to do with the fact that when someone blushes, their face goes red. So there's like a weird kind of animalistic sexual attraction to somebody that's in red.
Yeah, it's kind of like an indicator like, oh, they're blushing, they like me.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
Yeah, which is interesting. And it says that people whose favourite colour is red often know that and use that to their advantage and are very confident, forward people.
Oh, wow.
Which is quite
I must say, if I'm wearing red lipstick, I do feel like just that much more confident.
Yeah, red is like that, right?
Like if you're feeling a little like, oh, and like unsure of yourself, smack on some red lipstick. It gives you like 20% more confidence just instantly. It's amazing.
It's so true. Okay, green, I'm really interested. I didn't think about this because, you know, you always think about green as being like
earthy,
naturey and stuff. But apparently if you love green, you're prone to putting a lot of importance on security and money. And according to colour psychology, those who love green really are people that lack a sense of security. They really want to feel secure in their finances and in their relationships, and how they're viewed by other people is their greatest concern. They want to be successful and wealthy, and they want to be popular.
Oh, wow.
So it's like a very ambitious colour.
Okay, does this work in the same way that colours mix? So if I really like maroon, does that mean I should mix the traits of black favourite colour and red? Or do I then mix those traits? So like if you
are a mix of those traits or something.
Yeah, so if you love like I don't know, like turquoise, should you mix the green and blue characteristics? And that's sort of where you sit?
Maybe.
I wonder if it's like that.
That's really interesting, but I don't know. Orange. So those people that like orange, they really want to be the centre of attention. They're flamboyant. They're not very serious. And they're really, really friendly, which I think is quite cool.
Well, you said that with like movie clothing, the trusting, friendly character is dressed in orange.
Yeah, it's like the sidekick character. Yeah.
So if you want to be, that's weird that like they want to be the centre of attention, but it's a sidekick character. Interesting.
Like Ron Weasley in Harry Potter.
Oh,
he's always in brownie oranges, and his main goal in life is to stick out because he's got so many siblings.
But Harry's in blue.
But he's the second.
Because Harry is the
lead.
He's the lead with all the issues.
Ron Weasley's like the perfect like orangey brown character.
Yeah, he is.
Right down to the fact that he actually has orange hair.
Yeah.
It's really cool. Anyway, purple. So people who are drawn to purple are sort of hippie-like in a way that they have very sort of utopian ideas. They're very imaginative. They're very creative. They tend to favour mysticism over reality, which can be difficult for people around them because they can be quite, like, you never know quite where they sit.
Oh, 14-year-old me was very mystical, I guess.
I know. So
I used to have a very purple bedroom. Like, we're talking curtains, lamp, bedspread. Wow. I had, like, everything purple.
My mum's favourite colour is purple. So with those traits, and added to the fact that she's a Gemini, she's just, like, multiple people, like, mysticism, confusion, like, so exciting. So intriguing.
Yeah.
I'm not that cool. This is what they say about pink, and I'm actually super offended by this because I do not think this is true.
I'm so excited for what this
is. It says that people whose favourite colour is pink are sheltered and have delicate sensibilities. And they are people that like to escape from the reality of impending adulthood. They can be childlike and they really hope to pull off red, Pink's older sister, when they grow up.
Pink's older
failing
sister.
to realise that they've been an adult for a long time anyway.
No, I think you're a very competent adult.
I don't think of Pink as childish.
But I guess it's like, even when you read like the character traits of like your zodiac sign or something, I think you take it all with a grain of salt, and you have to be aware that not like it's for a range of people. Not every trait's going to be for you.
Yeah, that's true. Like we always say, you and I are very different people, but we have the same star sign. Yeah. But we both fit the traits just in different ways.
And also and there's some that you fit more than I do, and vice versa. So.
Now we've got two more colours. So second last one is black.
Yeah.
Part moody, part sophisticated.
Oh.
So people that love black, which is my second favourite colour, are extremely realistic, which keeps their pessimism and moodiness in check. So that sounds like me. And they have a very simplistic approach to things, and they appear a lot more sophisticated than they actually are. Oh.
Yeah, I really like, I was saying maroon, and second to that, I really like black and like navy blues and stuff. And I think it's that like logical, realistic part of me is definitely that.
Definitely me too.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Last one is yellow. Worst colour ever. But if you like
not
it, good
biased
for
at all.
It says that yellow, the person that likes yellow is the happy idealist who is underestimated far too often. Yellow involves a level of optimism that most people over the age of 10 just don't have.
Oh,
but because
that's nice.
of that optimism and the idealism that comes with it, people who love yellow come off as a little wacky.
Luna Lovegood.
But good for them.
Going back to the Harry Potter characters, I'm pretty sure we can just point at Luna Lovegood.
Yes.
Lovely and optimistic, but a little bit odd.
But it's interesting, isn't it? So, like, we can use that as our example. We both really love Harry Potter. If you do too, you'll understand. Like, we spoke about green and ambition. You know, green is the colour of Slytherin house, which is the ambitious kind of, you know, house and whatever. And yellow is the colour of Hufflepuff, which is, like, the friendly, optimistic, loyal, slightly, you know, whatever.
But then, like Draco Malfoy is always dressed in black, which is sort of that moody, want to be sophisticated and realistic, but moody. Yeah.
It's all very interesting.
Harry Potter costume designers, like, I am more than happy to take my hat off to you, but I have so much more. Like, my hat is going even further off. I'm so impressed.
Well, the person that designed the costumes in terms of that colour was J.K. Rowling.
Oh.
She chose all their colours, so.
Hat off to J.K. Rowling. Again.
There we go.
I have so many hats to take off to her. I love her.
Me too. But anyway, have a look around. If you tend towards a certain colour or if you have a favourite colour, think about whether those traits fit you, because I'm really interested to find out if they do. Let me know if that is the way for you. Let us know right on our Facebook page.
Yeah, we'll post a little list of the traits and colours that Hope read out so you can sort of find yourself in them.
I know. And I hope that your favourite colour is not pink and you just get double bashed like me.
Aww.
Between that and the lady that insulted my gym top. Man.
You're not having a good week for the pink, are you?
You know what? Nothing will come between my love for pink.
But you know what?
Anyway.
The official colour of the 3pm Takeover is pink because,
yes,
as they say in Mean Girls, on Wednesdays we wear pink. So,
is that why our colour's pink?
No, but I just thought of it then. It works really, really well.
Why is our colour pink?
Because it's a great colour.
Okay.
I think we looked at a whole bunch of colours and that's the one that just worked.
Yeah, pink stuck out.
Yeah, it's a great colour. So on Wednesdays we wear pink, but right now we listen to Stiff Dillons and Fall Out Boy. Enjoy, guys. Double song. We'll catch you after this. Welcome back to the 3pm Takeover. Fall Out Boy. I'm in a good mood. If I wasn't before from Ed Sheeran, which I was, I am now in an even better mood. I just love Pete Wentz's voice.
Are they still around?
Yeah.
Fall Out Boy?
I think they're kind of between albums. My favourite album came out a couple of years ago, and so I haven't really paid much attention to their most recent one, so I'm not sure.
They're falling off the radar.
Oh, these boys are falling out. But they still do music festivals and stuff, I believe. So
there we go. They seem the music festival type.
Yeah, they I believe they play a lot of festivals. So you know what? I will check in with them, and I'll let you guys know next week how they're going.
Check in with them. Do you know them?
Yes, personally. We're all besties. No, I will just Google search them.
Okay, yeah.
But look, guys, last week, Hope and I had, dare I say the honour?
Yes, say it.
We were invited to go see Beauty and the Beast a day before it came out, the premiere night at United Cinemas Warrwood, and it was really, really good. As I said at the very start of the show, if you're listening, as a little teaser, it was better than I expected because I'm always quite hesitant with Disney's live action movies. I really liked it. I think you really have to love Emma Watson. You know, some actors really annoy you, so you can't really watch anything they're in. I think if you felt that way about Emma Watson, I don't think you'll like it because she's in every scene basically. But it was just
she really leads that film.
She does.
She's the whole film in that film.
I really liked it. I personally loved the costumes and the production was really beautiful.
I thought that really stood out even more so than the acting.
Yes, definitely. It was well acted and I thought they were really good singers and there were a few new songs, which was cool. So they were nice, but the production and the costumes were beautiful and I fell in love with that part of it.
Because there's always something that takes the lead, whether it's the acting or whether it's the costumes or it's the music.
Or the cinematography.
Even if the film is good in every way, something always takes the lead. And in this, it was very much the production.
Yeah. And I think there are a few, because Disney likes to sort of make reference to other movies. Mm-hmm. There were a couple little references to other movies, especially movies that the other actors had been in. There's a few, 2 or 3 lines that are very lines from Harry Potter, which is kind of fun.
I didn't notice.
Really?
No.
It was a leaked clip, a teaser clip they did, and it's the one where she's in the marketplace and the guy's I can never remember what I've forgotten.
I noticed that.
Yeah, it's just a line that Neville Longbottom says in Harry Potter.
But I didn't notice any others. I wonder if there were some.
There was, I think, 1 or 2 others, but I can't remember what they were now. In the movie watching it, I was like, I'd have to watch it again, and I do really want to see it again. I feel like on every viewing you'd see more because it was so visually rich.
I've got to say though, I was so impressed by Emma Watson. She has not done much at all since Harry Potter because she's been studying, whereas the other 2 have. But she hasn't. And considering she was in the whole film, which she said, I was hardly ever reminded of Hermione watching it. And I found that really impressive.
And I thought I would be because this character's quite headstrong and bookwormy.
Yeah.
And so I think often people equate Belle with Hermione a lot, but they felt very separate characters and she played them very differently, which is good.
Yeah, I didn't feel a connection to Hermione watching it, which I thought was really impressive.
Yeah. And it was just, I liked how overly narcissistic they made Gaston. I was worried they were going to kind of, it sounds weird, humanize him and make him more humble, but they didn't. He was ridiculous the whole way through, and I love that they kept that.
But it wasn't over the top because I think they appreciated that it wasn't a cartoon and where you can go you can push the barrier in a cartoon you can't in real life.
Yeah. But they did it. Yeah. So they pushed his narcissism, but it's within realistic boundaries.
Yeah, which is true.
Yeah.
Do you know what I loved about the film that made it really live action and really, to me, took away that Disney element? I feel like they gave such a long period of time to building up the relationship between Beauty and the Beast. And I thought it was done so nicely. It wasn't sort of very Disney, like, you know, they met, oh, they like each other.
Yes.
Like, it had a really nice build up, and there wasn't a specific point where you're like, oh, now they like each other. It really was a gradual build, and it was so nice to watch.
But it wasn't that cliche, I think it's like the Pride and Prejudice plot where they meet each other and hate each other and then fall in love. It was kind of like they didn't hate each other, but he was just kind of like, ugh, human or whatever. And she was like afraid of him.
Yeah.
And they had very normal, like, I guess, realistic reactions to each other. And then, they gradually fell in love through circumstance and sort of, I guess, being
I think that's
who they
true.
are.
The whole from hating to loving is like...
It's overdone. It's great, but it's overdone.
It's great to watch, but at the same time, it is really overdone. And I think you have to watch when you're doing something like live action Disney that you're not falling into those stereotypes of overdone things, because it already is overdone because it's Disney.
Yeah.
You don't want to make it worse.
And it's hard because everyone knows the story.
Yeah.
Like, that's why it's like just everyone had, like, I had fairly high expectations. That's why I was impressed that I actually liked it, because I was like, really, Disney? Like, this is like, Beauty and the Beast is a lot of people's absolute favorite Disney. So
yeah,
because like they did Cinderella a couple of years ago, and I think that was a good first choice because everyone knows Cinderella, but like I don't think it's very few people's favorite Disney movie because it's quite an old one and it's a very classic tale.
What people don't like about Cinderella now, I think, is, you know, people push so much for like feminism and strong women and stuff, and Cinderella is like so not a strong woman. So
but when it was made,
but Belle is. Belle very strongly is. So people identify with more forward female characters, which is why people don't, I think, love Cinderella and Sleeping Beauty in the way they love other Disney characters.
But I liked they didn't make this movie really overly feminist.
Yes, because that would have ruined it too.
It wasn't the agenda of the film.
Yeah.
Like it was, like they had sort of references that like Belle doesn't really need a man, and like and even like her dad was like, you know, there were still references of like when Gaston wants to marry her and like he goes directly to the dad and is like, I want to marry her, and the dad's not like, well, you'll have to ask Belle. He's like, no, I'm not going to let you. So there's still that element of when it was set was very the social contract of the time.
Yeah, you have to find a good balance, because I think at the end of the day it is Disney and it has to be about the prince and the princess at the end of the day. Even if you push it, it still has to be like, I mean,
especially it's a retelling. Like the original story is about their love story. So if you change that, it's kind of not the same story.
It's like, moving off topic for 1 second, as much as I love Frozen, as much as the next person, it sort of annoyed me a bit that she doesn't have a guy per se, because I'm like, that's the whole point, you know? Like, I like the idea that the love that saved her was the love of her sister, not the love of a man. But I still really missed that element. I found it was missing.
But Anna has that.
I know, but Anna's not the main character.
No, they're both meant to be the main character.
I suppose.
In the original...
It was just weird.
The original brainstorming of Frozen, Elsa was going to be the villain.
Yeah.
And they got like literally halfway through making it, and they're like, and they wrote Let It Go, and we're like, a villain wouldn't sing this. It's really empowering. So they made it like they made her the hero.
Yeah. It's
so
a bit
I think
odd
that's
like that.
that's why she doesn't really have the love interest plot, because she wasn't meant to be the princess hero.
In the original though, she does, like in the Snow Queen, which it's based off, she does find love at the end, and it thaws her heart. And so sort of I was expecting it, I think.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, back to Beauty and the Beast.
I will say about Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
I think it sounds really lame, but like literally from the first scene, I knew I was going to enjoy it because it was historically correct. The first like kind of opening sequence is the prince before he's transformed. Mm-hmm. He's getting ready for a party, and they're putting makeup and a wig on him because it's set in like 17th century, 1700s France.
Yeah.
When that court area where they, you know, the men wore high heels technically, and they wore makeup. And they did
the really
that.
theatrical white makeup with the red blush and the eyes.
And like, the really like overdone eyes. And
like when
and
they were
wigs.
inventing, in France, when they were inventing mime and theatre.
Yeah.
It was like all the rage.
So I really appreciated that it kind of opened with that process, which is very, I guess, historically correct. I really actually enjoyed that. And all the women's dresses were very like the big, like Marie Antoinette skirts. And I was worried they were going to modernize that part of the story. So I was very impressed. So from the get-go, I enjoyed it. And if you guys have seen it since, it's been out a week now. So if you guys have seen it, please let us know what you thought. If you loved it, if you hated it, very open to your opinion. I want to hear it.
But it gets a good rating for us. How many stars would you give this?
How many stars are we going out of?
5, I guess.
I would probably give it 3.75.
Oh, judgy.
I would give it 7 to 7.5 out of 10, but I'd say 3.75 out of 5.
I give it a 4 out of 5.
Oh.
I really, really enjoyed it. I thought it was clever. I thought it hit the mark well.
Would you watch it again?
Yes. In fact,
Yeah.
I'm going next week.
Oh, that's right. You are.
So
yeah.
I'm going again. It hit all the right marks, and I thought it was good. It did what it was supposed to. So
Yeah.
I'm happy.
Guys, give us your star rating. We'll have a post on Facebook and let us know what you thought about it, because I'm intrigued to see how everyone else felt, because and it's interesting because you and I don't often love the same kind of movies. Oh, this is kind of Disney. It's kind of the kind of movies we like, but often we like very different things for movies. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there we go.
Otherwise, guys, we're going to head into a little bit of Blink. Was it 182? 182? I never know how to say this.
182.
182. I'm obviously not that cool, guys. Here's a little bit of Blink 182. We'll catch you after this for the wrap up of the show. Enjoy.
Welcome back. That was Blink 182. The only thing that matters, that is from their brand new album in California.
Oh.
And what?
New music. Look at us go. It's not that new, is it? Came out last year?
Came out last year.
Yeah.
New-ish.
Because we played...
It's their most recent album.
We played a couple of their new songs, haven't we?
We have.
Yeah.
1 or 2. Oh, good. But anyway, we are getting ready to wrap up the show. We only have a few minutes left. So because we're at this point of the day, it is time for our quote of the week.
Woo!
And
You're on quote duty.
I am the quote mistress this week.
Mistress.
I don't know.
Isn't it? Didn't we decide horribly on quote guru?
Well, mistress seemed more Beauty and the Beast-ish.
Oh,
I
that's
don't know.
true. Madame quote.
Yeah, Madame quote. We'll go with that. So because of that, I didn't link it to Beauty and the Beast. I decided to kind of link it to what we were talking about with color psychology earlier.
Oh,
you know, what
okay.
kind of color matches your personality. And this quote is really, really well known, maybe a tad overdone.
That's okay.
But it's a great quote.
So is the Beauty and the Beast story.
Yes. I went with that theme too, obviously. But I love this quote, and it's always been a really nice one, I think. So it was originally from Seda Verdasto. This is the quote. Life is art, live yours in colour.
I haven't heard that before.
Oh, really?
And
They always
really
say it in
like
movies.
it. I like it.
They always say it in movies.
That's a really good quote. And it works definitely for a colour theme. I was just thinking, Belle has that classic yellow dress. Do you not like that dress? Because you don't like yellow.
I like it in the movie because it suits her, but no, I'm not a fan of
And because
yellow.
it's like the Beauty and the Beast dress.
Yeah. I like it because of what it is.
Yeah, fair enough.
But no, I don't like yellow. But yeah, so if you missed that, just live your life in colour because colour is better than black and white.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. That's nice.
We're both like, yeah.
I'm just thinking about it now. It's making me happy. I like that. I like that idea. Have a colourful week, guys.
Life is art. Live yours in colour.
Now we have one final announcement before we properly wrap up for the week. Next week is our special for April. Yeah, it's come around quickly, guys. So our special for next week is going to be, do I want to do a drum roll?
Very good drum roll.
Thank you. My fingers hurt. I rapped them against the desk. We're going to have a TV-themed special.
Woohoo.
Which sounds a bit confusing, but it's going to be songs that are used as like the main theme of a TV show, but they're like actual songs.
Yeah, and then we're going to discuss TV shows.
Yeah, which I'm really excited for because I watch too much TV.
I'm excited for because I don't watch very much TV, so hopefully I'm going to be like learning. I will be your student for this.
My student. Come under my wing.
I will for this special because I know a whole lot about TV. But
so guys, if you have a favorite TV show that you want us to talk about, please let us know. Or if there's a TV show theme, like one, I was chatting with someone about this and they said the Friends theme is definitely a good one. Mm-hmm. It's an example of a show that the theme is a song that already exists. So if you have a favorite TV theme song you want us to play, please let us know and we'll play it on air for you. Otherwise, we will catch you on Friday for the retakeover. So if you missed any part of today, definitely catch up there. You can also catch up on Mixcloud and SoundCloud and YouTube. We're uploaded to all those platforms. Otherwise, we'll catch you next week for a brand new show. Have a great, colourful week and we'll catch you then. Bye.